So let's say you just hurt your thumb doing something, probably an athletic activity, maybe you slipped and fell, something happened, and the point is you need to know how to tape it yourself and you need to do it quick. Well, I'm going to show you a simple way. All you need is 5 strips of tape, just any athletic tape will do, no fancy stuff is needed, and let's get going. So there's 6 steps to this, and the first step is to subscribe to Riley Rehab, because every single day I am going to make a new content just to improve your ability to control your pain and reduce your injuries, as well as just keep yourself in shape, because I know you guys are all in shape if you're following my channel. So with that being said, all kidding aside, there's only 6 pieces of tape you need for this. And I'm making sure you guys can do this tape job yourself at home, and you do not need any of the sexy stuff in order to do it. So I'm going to show you here. As you can see, I have laid out 6 strips of tape, actually 7 strips of tape, but let's just look at the 6 for now. I have 6 strips of tape. You need 3 strips of tape that are 8 inches. You need, I'm going to zoom back, 3 strips of tape that are 8 inches. You need 2 strips of tape that are 2 inches, and 1 strip of tape that's 10 inches. These are obviously going to depend on the size of your thumb, but I really like this as a good starting point. And trust me guys, it's much better to pre-cut these than it is to go through the whole process of trying to measure them as you go and use your neck to try to put the tape in. It's much easier. So get these pre-cut, leave them on the table as so. And other thing you want to do as well is you want to wipe your hand off good. I happen to be filming on a hot. The other thing you want to do is you want to make sure you dry your hand. You can use spray to kind of cool it down, but I'm going to dry my hand here. And what you want to do is you want to start with your hand in this position. I'm then going to take one of the 8-inch strips of tape. This is tape number 1. Take my word for it, guys. Tape number 1. And this one just goes on the back of the wrist here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the back of the wrist. This really doesn't matter which way it goes. The point is you want to have this just around the back of your wrist like that. Doesn't have to be crazy tight, but you do want to make sure it's nice and stuck in. That there is one of your foundations, and all the other ones that secure the thumb are going to be attached to this one. Second one is you want to grab a 10-inch strip of tape. So this is tape number 2. I know the 2 is a little awkward, but you take tape number 2, and this one you actually want to put above the thumb. So once again, it does not matter which way you put this on. I repeat, it does not matter. Just get it on the top of your hand right above the thumb, and then proceed to move it around here. And with these, it's really important that they overlap, so you want to make sure you have enough length. That's why I said with this 10 inches is what you want. But you also want to squeeze your hand a little bit, make a bit of a fist, because that's going to widen your thumb a bit. And you don't want to limit your ability to squeeze your hand. So you want to squeeze your hand and secure it there. And then once you have that, you have the foundation on the top part. You don't want this to be too tight, by the way, guys. It's much better if it's just nice and loose like that. So these 2 are what they call the anchors. They're basically the foundation pieces that you put all the other parts on. And the rest of it gets quite simple after that. All you have to do is you take another piece, which is about 8 inches. This is for a hand about my size, which I would say is an average sized hand. You take this 8-inch piece. Let's start on the back of the hand. You want to start on the middle finger knuckle and tape that right on top there, in the middle finger knuckle. And then for this one, you actually do want to be a little firm. So you're rolling it on the back of your hand on your middle finger knuckle, and then you're rotating it around the back of the thumb. So it's also really important that you try to go as close to that joint as you can, especially if you hurt further up in the thumb. So if you imagine that kind of bumpy part in the thumb, this part right here, you want to make sure it goes over top of that. And then after that, I am going to move this around And then I'm gonna open my hand, but not too much, just about this much. And I'm gonna put this in, and I have it secured there. Make sure you give it a nice little squeeze after. And it should look like that so far. The back of your hand is covered. The next piece you're gonna do is you're gonna secure the front of the hand. So with this one, you're gonna take a 6-inch piece. This is my next piece. And this, if you just remember any one piece, by the way, if you think this is too complicated and you just remember one piece, I'd say this is the simplest thing you can do to tape a thumb if you just wanna do it in seconds. But for this, all you need to do is you take this one end of the piece and you get where your palm is. I'm just gonna move my hand so you guys can see. You take it where your palm is and you put it there, and then you proceed to bring it up and around the thumb. So you really wanna make sure this is patted down, by the way. I even noticed for me it came undone. You wanna go up and around the thumb and then bring it back down like that. In hindsight, this should have been longer. It should have gone all the way here. But that being said, it's okay because I have another piece to secure it. The next thing you're gonna do is you're just gonna repeat the one on the back where you go from the middle finger knuckle right here, and then you proceed to go behind here. Keep your hand a little bit open, and then you secure it back there. That's stopping your thumb from going backwards, and I already feel a good amount of security on this right now. Next, after that, you're gonna take another one of these pieces and you're gonna hook it up here, and then you're gonna wrap around, going all the way down till you go all the way down to the other part of the thumb. So basically what I did is I went all the way up and all the way around until I went down. And both ends should hook onto here, by the way. So that's what I have. Already I have a pretty secure thumb here. There's a little bit of movement here. And if you are going to a sport where you still need a bit of movement, that's perfectly fine. I actually think it's sometimes you can't completely immobilize the thumb if you want to play a sport. But if you really do want to take it to the next level, I have what I call a bonus piece, and this one is about 4 inches. And all you do on this one is you take it above the thumb joint on that area where there's still some white on the thumb, and you just proceed to, I'm going to put it here, to put it underneath here, and then you just wrap it around like this. And this one can be fairly tight. You can secure it there, and it gives you that extra amount of flexibility just so for you to secure your thumb. Really like this tape job. Hope you like this video. Please give it the thumbs up after, like and subscribe, because I'll make more videos of this every single day. One quick thing, or 2 quick things, is I wouldn't keep this tape job on for more than 3 days. And number 2, make sure your finger isn't falling asleep. I didn't go too tight, but if you are gonna go really tight, make sure that you don't get any tingling or numbness in the hand. And I'll see you next time.